Hi everybody, this is Jim. I wanted to give a brief channel update and also present a little tactics quiz. So first the update, I'm going to be away from my computer for about a week, so I won't be uploading any new videos during that time. But it's an opportunity for you to perhaps catch up on some of the old videos that you haven't watched or review some old favorites. And anyway, that's it. So let's get to the quiz. This position on the board was taken from a game played between Alexander Meek and Paul Morphy. Alexander Meek has the white pieces. It's his turn to move. Notice that there's a lot going on here. We got to this position from a Scotch Gambit, which Alexander played, and then later he sacrificed a piece on f7 there to try and attack the king's side. And so he's still a piece down, but he spots away. It's white's turn to move. He spots away to recapture some material and hopefully get back into the game. So notice also black has a pin on the file, so this bishop here is momentarily safe, but the rook has to be there maintaining that pin. Okay, so the move that white played was knight to e7 check. And now since it's a check, there's only a limited number of moves. So you can evaluate all the possible moves. That's your task for this quiz. Evaluate all of black's moves and determine what the best move is. Okay, pause the video and think about it for a while. It's not too hard. I think you guys should be able to figure this one out. I'm going to go ahead and give the answer away now. The answer is queen takes e7. Just take it with the queen and give up the rook in the corner. That's the best way to proceed here. So I'll continue on there. Let's take a look at some of the other moves. Naturally, since it's a check from knight, your only options are either taking the knight or moving the king. The best king move is h7, it turns out. And then after knight takes rook, the problem is that not only has white picked up a rook, but he's also released this pin on the pawn, so now the bishop is hanging. And so black can either save the bishop or take the knight. I think it's about the same. And in this position, it turns out black is still good, but he's down in material. He's got one rook and two pieces, and white has two rooks and one piece, so white is up the exchange. But black still has an attack. Continuing with queen h4 is good here. But let's go back to the game. In the game, Paul, of course, spotted the best move. Queen takes e7, maintaining his edge. Now, white gets a check here, takes the rook with check, but it's not dangerous. The king goes over here to h7. And now Alexander has no good moves here. Actually, it's mate in 5 no matter what he does, but it's a nice finish. And, well, he plays the move king h2. And, well, here's another opportunity for you if you want to calculate out a mate in 5. You might try it from this position. Actually, the way Paul plays it, it's a mate in 6. So, but there's a forced mate in this position. So if you want to stare at it and see if you can calculate out the forced mate, that's a good exercise for you. Okay, I'm going to give the answer away now. What Paul played was rook takes g2 check. And the king took the bishop. It could also run to h1, but it doesn't help. Then queen to e6 check, checking on this diagonal and giving up the rook. So he sacrifices the bishop, then he sacrifices the rook. So the king takes the rook. Again, it doesn't really matter. Actually, king takes rook is the best move there. And now there's a forced mate in 3, so maybe you can, if you didn't calculate it earlier, you can certainly calculate the mate in 3 here, I'm sure. Okay, I'm going to play the mate. So pause the video if you want to stop it and think about how to mate in 3 here. Okay, it goes queen g4 check, and the king only has 2 squares it can go to. There's no pieces that can block. So if he goes to h2, then the knight comes here with check. It's a typical mate with the queen and knight. The queen goes there, checkmate. Nice mating pattern where the knight blocks the escape square. In the game, instead of going to h2, the king actually went to h1, and then it's queen h3 check, forcing the king to the g1 square, and then the knight comes in to deliver the checkmate. Very nice mating pattern. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you when I get back. Bye.